Well, hello. This is Rochelle, and thank you for joining me here on the Creative Retreat YouTube channel. That intro was not a typo and bad editing to fix it, but I really wanted to apply this word to me this week. As I was reading all of the beautiful things that the writer of Proverbs say about wisdom and about our words, I find that I often read these things and apply it to everyone else. So I'm quick to tell people life and death is in the power of your tongue, it's in your words, but I don't apply it so much to myself. So when I read this piece in Proverbs 24, verse 13 and 14, I had to read it with the prospect of applying it to myself. More on that just now. For the art today, I am going to be embossing using the Creative Retreat pigment inks. The thing is, I don't have an orange embossing powder, so I needed to get around that, give it that little moisted look on the honeycomb. And so what I did is I stamped with the Creative Retreat ink and then applied a clear embossing powder over it. It works just as well as a glue ink, a slightly more distressed kind of look. And the trick here is to apply apply the embossing powder directly after stamping and then leaving it on for about 5 counts. Just because obviously the ink is not a glue, so it does dry a bit quicker than the glue ink. And so you would need to have that on there quickly while the ink is still somewhat wet so that it will grip to the wetness there. So I stamped out a few, and then I'm going to be fussy cutting these out, and I'm not going to let you sit through all of that. This is a somewhat longer video, but while I'm busy still embossing, I want to quickly speak more about this word and applying it to yourself. The writer of Proverbs here likens the wisdom that is to be sought as the essence of honey. And Julie so adequately describes how honey is not just it's not just sweet, but it's good medicinally. It has properties that heal. And the Proverbs writer here say that wisdom is like that. It gives you hope, and it will make sure that you don't lose that hope if you're wise. I'm doing the same here with this, I believe it's the Midnight Blue pigment ink from Creative Retreat. I'm stamping out my little bee on that same piece of very pale yellow cardstock, which is from a Pitt piece of paper, scrapbooking paper. And I'm just going to fussy cut out those 3 bees. And then I'm going to be giving them some wings using trace paper. So I'm going to take Distress Oxide inks in yellow, because I don't have a Creative Retreat one in yellow. And I'm going to emboss these 3 bees and then cut out the little wings, fussy cut out the little wings. And then I'm going to stick them on just now. So those healing powers and that giving you hope in the words that you hear, in other words, the things that you let in your mind even. Not just, what I'm saying to you or what you're saying to me, but also the things we're spending our time on. Am I spending my time watching series? There's a time and a place for that. You'll see here I'm using the Glossy accents to add these little wings, which I just folded back on top of the little body. I'm just applying it on the center and then sticking it down and then putting that aside to dry. So not just the things that I hear and that I say, but also the things that I let into my mind, the things that I'm spending my time on. And I've often said this to people. I've often said, if you're going to be listening to songs that sing how fragile you are, then, why are you expecting something else? But now the thing is, and this is why I changed my title in the front specifically to say speak to my soul, is so that I can't just speak these things to other, but that I apply it in my own life. There's a tutorial video on how to make these stencils with hot glue gun and then the sprays with gelatos. So I'm not going to go over that. You're welcome to go check it out on my channel. I'll link it down in the description below as well. And so, yeah, I'm applying these words to me this time. I'm not just saying, you guys, watch what you say, watch what you speak, instead of, and then I go and I say, or I listen to songs that say how fragile I am, or whatever the situation may be. So be mindful. Keep an eye on what you let in your mind. What are the words in the songs that you're listening to? Are those words wise? Do they give you hope that doesn't disappoint, that doesn't leave you? Or are they giving you something to ponder on that isn't encouraging and that isn't uplifting and that isn't going to get you through that day? I know that a lot of people say, yes, but it's just a song. I want to differ so much, because we're singing that all day. I look at some of the t-shirts that kids wear these days that say, I'm with stupid. Really? Is that the words we're putting out there? That the person I'm walking with is stupid? I so worry about these things, in the sense that we kind of just do it so nonchalant. We just do it because everyone else is doing it. And so I want to challenge not just you today, but really myself. And so I'm talking about wisdom and words being sweet to my soul, being like honey to my soul, bringing healing to my soul, and bringing that sense of hope that doesn't get taken away from my soul. I'm applying this word to me today. And if I'm sharing it with you and you get something from it, then fantastic. But really, while I was spending all of this time on this video, which is longer than usual, and the art, my heart was breaking for the things that I've been saying, the things that I've been listening to, the things that I've been reading and watching, so that I can understand how I'm doing damage to my soul. So I'm applying this word from Proverbs this week so that it can bring healing to my soul, so that that medicinal purpose of honey, although it's sweet, will also be healing to my soul. And so that the words that I speak when I look in the mirror won't just be words of, oh goodness, Rochelle, you have another pimple, or oh goodness, Rochelle, you've gained 7 kilograms, or whatever the issue might be. That I don't look at myself like that, but that what the words I speak, or that which is coming out of my mouth, will be uplifting, encouraging, healing to my soul today. Art-wise, I stuck down in the end. All this is sticking down stuff. I'm making the same kind of washi tab that I did the previous time, or little paper clip bow thing. Just stapling it after I fold it over itself. And then that is that for this page. I absolutely loved this devotional this month. Julie, well done. And to the creative girls for these beautiful images. Stunning. I'm so happy. Thank you for joining me. I hope to see you again soon. Subscribe to this channel, and if you head on over to my socials, feel free to subscribe and follow there as well. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.